folks, on this segment of Outside the Hunt. We wanted to tell you a little bit about what we do as far as installing a permanent tree stand. Fantastic stands. They're made out of pressure treated wood, yellow pine for strength, and we'll give you a little bit more detail about that. Yeah, right there's good. That's good for starters. Because you got no power out here. Cordless tools are carpenter's dream come true.
No doubt. I think you'll have to go up a bit. Oops, a little too far there, Hank. I like it right there.
Still good?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right there.
Just tack it and let me double check
Okay.
there. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Same thing. Galvanized carriage bolt. They won't rust. Last forever. Put a couple pilots for our big spikes. That way we don't split the wood. Alright, so again, these are the spikes we use. 6-inch, heavy shank. They'll hold, we put 12 of these in our main support, and I don't hesitate to say that'll hold 1,000 pounds or more. Conventional tree stand, they hold 300 pounds maybe, but these guys will hold well over 1,000 pounds, I'm sure. Just like that. Don't miss. There we go. 6 on each side. So there's 12 big spikes, and we got the bolts. We also put 12 screws in here just for insurance. We put a row of 3 up there and 3 on the bottom of deck screws, and I think it will hold a Mack truck. Try to get it perpendicular to the tree. There's a couple of reasons why we chose this spot. As you could see from a few seconds ago, we've got the potential for 3 shooting lanes, and they're all natural. We have to take a few of these branches out. You can't see them quite as clear as once we get a long saw. We're going to take some of the branches out, but we're taking advantage of this is the Gullwing River, and it's not much of a river, but it's classified a river. Anyhow, there's the edge on each side of the river. So we've set the bait up on our side, but there is the opportunity to take a buck on the other side, because there's a couple of nice openings on the other side of the river. And if you do take a buck, it presents obviously a bit of a problem, but the main thing is getting our buck, and we'll deal with retrieval later. And you can see our blind, we're all finished our blind, and it took us about an hour to install it. Everything was prefab back at camp, and we brushed it in so it looks natural. She's pretty much ready to go. Lots of room. We did a hunt from a blind exactly like this a few days ago, and both Mark and I were quite comfortable inside the blind with all of his camera equipment, and we took a really nice buck and got great footage, and like I say, there was lots of room. Let me show you something about the room in one of these. Of course, our guests would never do this, but this is how nice and spacious our blinds are. And let's show you something here. Oh man, I just need a pillow, and you get a slow period, and man, this is great. Get a nice pillow and kick back. But I know none of you guys would ever do such a thing. But just in case, the opportunity is to have a cat nap. They're not real high. There's a reason for that. A lot of our guys have limitations, and knees, backs. We have some older guys, so we don't build them real high. They're approximately 8 feet, and your eye level is 11 to 12 feet, something like that. A lot of guys are afraid of heights. Like me, I get scared when I put 2 pairs of socks on. But otherwise, there she is, ready to go. Okay, Mark and I have just finished our tree stand, and it's got a lot of things going for it. I've mentioned quite a few of them already. And one thing too, we always try to back guys up to something, whether it's an edge like a lake, or this, for example. We've backed up to a big rock. It elevates there, looks like maybe 20 feet or so. So the deer, they won't come behind you, because obviously because we're backed up to this edge, this rock. And those are all the things that we take into account for our guys. Try to cover all the bases and make it the best possible hunt for you. And we take wind direction into account. The scent is obviously the biggest thing in a hunt, and we try to take all those things into account so that our guys are as hidden as best as possible. Even our stand, it's set back in from the edge, and we've got a little bit of cover. We've got some cover there. We've got some cover there, and even a little bit in front here. We've got a tree in front of us. So all of these things, you know, we take into consideration. Give you the best possible opportunity. So yeah, that's it. We're done.